We are going to be taking a look at the widget section of our website. It is used to control the home page and also to control the sidebar that appears on some of the other pages on the website, and then also the header to some extent as well. And so if we look at the site and we go to the home page, we can see that we have a header area up here. We have our main area of the home page here, and if we go into a page within the website, then we have a sidebar over on the right side, and that is the same from one place to another. Control that from within this, and so for our header, it says header right, it's just for the whole header, everything that appears up there. We have an image. Well, you can't see the image because it is a white image, and so it can't show up on a white background, but it is there. You can trust me that trust me that it is. And then if you ever want to change that out to a different image, you can do that. It needs to stay the same proportions, and so it needs to be square, but as long as it's square, it should be able to function basically okay. If you ever do want to make a change to that, the text here for Cadet Baptist Church, if you ever decide you want to change the name of your church, then you can do it right here, but that might not be the place you would start with such a change. We have our worship services down here, and then you can make changes to them as well, and it's very simple to do. You just make editing changes within that. Primary sidebar, same thing. We have our different little widgets that are set up here. If you ever want to add something new to the primary sidebar area, which you might want to do at some point, then you can do it fairly easily. Let's say you want to add a form on the side where people can contact you in some way from that sidebar area. You just drag it over there, select the form that you want, and then you can make a title be different, and have it linked to some other place if you want to, things of that nature. You click save, and then it shows up there automatically, and it will follow the same basic formatting of what is already there, and so then the colors, size, things of that nature will stay the same with what has already been set. So for the most part, you just need to add the content in there. Now, some will work better than others. If you ever need to be adding something to that area and you find it doesn't work quite like what you're wanting, then you can let us know and we can help you out with that. The home top section here, then we have first the soliloquy slideshow, and to get this little short code, we show you how to do that in the soliloquy tutorial, but that makes it so that the slideshow appears here over in this section over here. And then we close that up, have upcoming events, and this is a little widget that comes from right here. If you ever want to add it in there to that spot or any other spot, then you just drag it over. We say we want to have 3 upcoming events in that spot, and we could also make it the number of days to show instead, but that causes some structural problems on the home page, so it's better just to keep it at that 3. You could make changes within this, but for the most part you want to leave that one as it is. You could change the title of it if you want to say something other than upcoming events, and that would still be fine. In the home bottom section here, then we have the 3 widgets that appear across the page. What we believe, our location, and recent sermons. We can make changes to where this links to. If we want it to link to a different page, if we want to have different content within here, we can. If you change the text out within this section here, which is fine to do, then you need to keep it to a very similar amount of length, or you start to have other issues with the sizes of these boxes. And if it gets to a point where you need to say something that is more than that, then you can let us know. We can help you make sure that it works out in the right way. But for the most part, you're probably not going to be wanting to have a larger amount of text than what is right there anyway. If you ever want to make any changes, remember just click save and that becomes live right away. We have our recent sermons there as well, and we don't have a home bottom too, and most of these other things we don't either. At the bottom we do have a menu, and that's a custom menu is what it's called here, and it comes from this spot right here, and you could change it out to be some other menu if you wanted it to be something other than that. These other footers we're not using. You could use them at some point if you feel like you need to get more content on the website as a whole. The changes you make here affect the home page and that primary sidebar, like we've said, and they're mostly fairly intuitive. Things to do with the home page, then sometimes things are going to be, if you're wanting to add something new, if you're wanting to have something that is a significant addition to it, then it might load in a way that is just perfect and wonderful, or it might not look quite how you want. And so if you get to a place where you're trying to add something new on the home page, or for anywhere on the website for that matter, and it doesn't go the way you want it to, let us know and we'll help walk you through that and ensure that it looks the way that it should look on your website. We want it to be that you all are fully satisfied with every part of this. And so if you ever run into any trouble at all, be sure to text, email, or call us, and we'll be happy to help out.